word, shameful, shameful Judge Mats, shameful Glazers. You've done the same things you've been doing to the previous coaches at Manchester United. It's really something bad that you guys are doing for Manchester United. Guys, United has failed to get its priority signing of the transfer window. What a shame. What a shame for the board of Manchester United. Signing a couple of 4 players to Manchester United on the D-Day of the transfer window end. These players are in, but Jodan Sancho isn't a Manchester United player. What a pity. What a pity. What a pity for the United fans. It's like I'm mourning. You know, they say when you're mourning and respecting the soul of the dead, what you do is 3 to 5 minutes of silence are observed. That's the same thing I'm going to do now. I'm going to observe a moment of silence for Manchester United because of what that has happened today. Missing out on Jodan Sancho. 5 seconds of silence. There you go. 5 seconds are done. And I'm really into a mood of looking where to start this story from, because it's really a shocking bit of the story that Manchester United has failed to land a deal of its priority signing, and that's Jodan Sancho, yet they really failed to pay the amount of money that they wanted. Indeed, it's something bad for we, the fans of Manchester United, because our happiness that we get, we don't engage ourselves into direct play at Old Trafford. We don't share the dividends that Manchester United really gets. There is no way we get happiness at Manchester United apart from seeing the best players at Manchester United, apart from United getting those wins, apart from United winning those trophies, apart from United signing the best players in the world, especially when a priority has been given to us and we let down the deal. If at all it was Borussia Dortmund that let down this deal, it would have been a point to talk about. But it's we who let down this deal. How did we let down this deal? Simple. United went ahead and failed to raise 180 million pounds that Borussia Dortmund really valued Jodan Sancho. To make it worse, United never really gave something near or persuasive to Borussia Dortmund. They kept insulting one another. That's why sometimes when United saw it was going to lose this deal, they reached an extent of saying that we need to go to a mature level of discussing this deal. And the mature level meant that Borussia Dortmund don't lead our negotiations to the media, because each and every time United went in for Jodan Sancho and things failed, Borussia Dortmund really took it to the media and it got out. So Manchester United called for mature understandings, but there is no something like a mature understanding. If at all someone is clear, tells you, if you don't get me 108 million pounds, I'm not getting you a player called Jodan Sancho. So United and the board have really done us something else that is bad and poor. I really don't feel okay now. Those who watch my videos every day. You hear me in a very loud voice, but as per now, I'm really down because we've been let down by the board again. The board has went into signing 2 more young players, almost 18 years of age. One is called Amad Traore from Atalanta, a brilliant young talent from Italy. He's brilliant. I like him. They call him the new Messi, but that doesn't really make up all means something a lot, because very many players have been dubbed to be the new Messis, new Ronaldo, new Ronaldinho, new Zinedine Zidane. Every legendary player has got a player that is like a replica that people really attach to him or assume is going to be like that player. But Amad Traore, bad enough, he can only join Manchester United in January. He cannot join United in all this season. He's coming in January. Another player that United has just announced right now is Facundo Pellistri from Club Atletico Penarol on a 5-year contract with an option to extend. The 18-year has already featured 37 times for Uruguay first Premier League team. He has been announced by Manchester United. I think I'll come up with a story, and he is coming to play for Manchester United. So he's the only winger that United has brought in. Is he the replacement of Jodan Sancho? We wait to see, but they say he's an amazing player, but very many amazing players have come to the Premier League and they fail to show us how promising and excellent they are. It's a sad moment really for a person who really loves to see Manchester United do wonders. I've been talking to my friend of mine, he's called Kosi. He runs a podcast for a different club altogether. It's Arsenal. We were having a one-on-one and told me that I'm betting United is not going through the Champions League Group H, where it's placed alongside PSG, RB Leipzig, and a team known as Istanbul from Turkey. And I told him, why are you saying so? He told me, the reason is simple. You guys have not yet brought Sancho. By that time, the window had not yet closed, but we had known that Sancho is not coming because there were no advances for this deal to happen. So him telling me like that, I really thought about it. And I told him, no, United will go through the Champions League stage. It will, because I think we have players that can really do that job. But missing up on a quality like Sancho's this season, all this summer, we are going to face a bigger competition from teams that really do need his services. And if at all they do really resettle their dates and losses they've made into the COVID-19 crisis, we will see something else altogether at Old Trafford versus the other teams. United really is annoying, you know it, because the board does go in and makes its own signings. Making its own signings, it's really something that is bad, because it's like you're not backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Guys, I don't know, smash a like, whoever is watching in, and let's take this story to the next level of Jodan Sancho not coming at Manchester United. It's we who failed the deal. I did a story today and some people came out and bashed me that why are you spreading lies? You're in need of likes and subscribers. That's not it. That video, I even put the link of the video from a Sky Sports correspondent in Germany who came out and said that Borussia Dortmund still expect a bid from Manchester United. And the ball was in their hands to either to either accept the bid or not. But United neither did it. They didn't submit in a bid on the D-Day for Jodan Sancho, and that's why he's not a Manchester United player, because Sancho had done each and everything that was needed to see to it that he pushes this deal to come to happen. But it didn't happen, and that's really something that I see that United has betrayed us again. And He's coming at Manchester United. Really, I think chances are over. Even next season, United won't go in for right winger because they've brought in two wingers who play on either flanks. That is the left wing and right wing. All the two wingers that United has brought in, the Facundo Pellistri from Uruguay and a player known as Amad Traore from Atalanta, they play both wings very well. So if at all they do come in and prevail or be successful at Manchester United, don't expect Jodan Sancho to ever come to Manchester United. And I think Jodan Sancho won't listen to any of his agents or any of the calls of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer telling him that, please, I have you in my plans. I want you at Manchester United. You are that player that I really need. You get? So that's where United is. So I think you guys, you can also go in the comment section and tell me what you think about this situation that Jodan Sancho is not at United because the board failed us. It was the United's favorite signing for the season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted him at Manchester United, but the board failed us. It's the board that failed us, no one else. Let no one else lie to you that it's not the board who failed us. The board failed to bring in the money, yet they do have the money. Now, the way they've spent the money, I came up here in the morning and did a video because I saw how these people are splashing the money, and I asked myself, is the Man United using to get in these players? Because on the D-Day they brought in 4 players. And I asked, is the money Manchester United using part of the £80 million that they had made a bid of Jodan Sancho, or they had put aside to bring Jodan Sancho? And we now know that United has been spending on that money and they've made savings. Why? Amad Traore, United is going to pay £30 million for him, and add-ons that will total up to 40. That means £10 million add-ons. That means United spent £30 million on that player. Alex Telles, £15 million. That is £45 million. They bring in Pellistri from Colombia, close to £10 million. That is £55 million. They went on and brought another player called Edson Cavani, spending close to £20 million on that deal, closing to £66 million. That means minus 80, that means they've saved £14 million in this transfer window. They went ahead to sell Chris Smalling to a team known as AS Roma, close to £16 million. Add it on the is it the 16? That is £32 million. After the £32 million, add on the money they sold Alex Sanchez, close to £40 million to a team known as Inter Milan. Now you know how much these people have saved. And they all did this in the name of not bringing Jodan Sancho, because they had made their calculation that if at all you don't bring Jodan Sancho, we are going to bring in 4 players. And they were very calculative, and I think they are now going to be okay. And some fans have already been pleased that Sancho is not here, but Edson Cavani is here, because he's a big name, he's a household name in the world football. You cannot talk about top strikers and not talk about Edson Cavani. So Edson Cavani coming in at Manchester United, and the young Pellistri from a team known as Atletico Penero on a 5-year contract has also been brought in at Manchester United. Overall, in the summer, United, in upfront fees, it has paid £81 million, 81 million euros. That's the money they've spent. That's only £900,000 more than in the 2018 summer transfer window. And again, United has really come to its confirmation that whenever it goes into the Champions League, it spends less. And whenever it's out of the Champions League, it spends more money. You get? I told you about that statistic, I think, a month ago, that we are doomed not to bring Jodan Sancho because of that history that United has. And wait, I'm not a prophet of doom. I'm just insinuating that if at all next season Manchester United doesn't go into the Champions League, you'll see United spending close to £250 million to bring in players. Yet, this time around when you're in the Champions League, you can attract all kinds of players to Manchester United because they know they are playing Champions League. Even Jodan Sancho, you won't have him because we had the chance of bringing Jodan Sancho in the season of 2019-2020, the previously concluded season. He wanted to come, but the problem was he wouldn't leave Borussia Dortmund, where he was playing Champions League football, to come to Manchester United. So that's the problem United is facing. Each and every time they go in the Champions League, instead of reinforcing their squad and make it better, they go into a comfort zone and they know now we are into the Champions League. Adidas and other sponsors are going to get us money because we are into the Champions League. So that's the problem we are having with the board. You are looking at other teams, whenever they are in the Champions League. Liverpool has been the Champions League, but each and every season they do some serious signings to the squad. Man City, Chelsea, so all the top 4 clubs are doing it. So I think United really needs to reinforce itself, because when we're in the Champions League, we really need to get each and every player that we want, because that's the only way United can bring in players, because it's in the Champions League. I don't underrate the signings we brought in. We brought in Alex Telles, we brought in Danny Van Beek, we brought in Pelestri, we've brought in Edson Cavani and Amad Traore. So those are 5 players in, and I think our bench is going to look far much better than it was last season. But the impact of these players really matters. Do you think Edson Cavani is going to blossom there and then and bang in those goals? Because remember, the next 3 Premier League games we are playing, we are not going to be having Antoine Martial, our targets man. You get? So that means Edson Cavani's services are needed there and then, immediately, without further ado. So this 1 week where United is going to not be, where United is not going to be playing, I think that because today is 16th and the league is resuming on 17th. Those are close to 16 days. Let me hope Edson Cavani isn't flying to Uruguay to play for his national team. But if at all he's flying to play for his national team, then it's going to be really something bad, because I think it will be good for him, because he has spent some good months, close to 6 months, without playing competitive football. So when he goes to the Uruguay national team, our only players should be that Mr. Edson Cavani. Don't injure yourself or don't get injured. Take care, come back, get some playing time, close to 2 or 3 games, come back to United when you've gained your sharpness. But the problem is the playing lag, because they really move a long journey, and the playing lag will be a problem. But even Alex Telles is going to South America to play for their national teams. Let me hope they really come in and they are fully fit to play for Manchester United. So United's window has been like that, and United have been the biggest losers of this season or transfer window, because we failed to bring in Jodan Sancho, our priority target. The right winger I've got is a young lad from Uruguay called Facundo Pelistri. He was wanted by Real Madrid, Man City and Lyon, but we beat them to sign him after triggering his buyout clause of £10 million. So he has finished the medical today, and United has announced him as the other player in after really this transfer window had closed. I think the paperwork had been submitted in and everything was done, and we expect him to be at Manchester United this week for official unveiling from South America to Old Trafford and Carrington. So that's the sad news we are having, we as the Manchester United fans. I don't know, guys, what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking about this deal. Where do you see Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? 12 people watching in, smash a like. I want to see close to 10 likes on this video, guys. Show me some love by clicking a like button and go into the live chat and tell me what you think about Manchester United without Jodan Sancho. Tell me what you're thinking of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho. I want to really know your thoughts of this signing of Manchester United that has been brought in from Uruguay, called Pelestri, others calling it the replacement of Jodan Sancho, and we are waiting to see that guy. He might be a fantastic guy. When you look at his clips on YouTube, he's really a fast player, skilled, and I think he will bang in goals, crosses, but it will take time to see this happen because this is the Premier League and he really needs to get to know or to learn more in the Premier League. So United, what are your chances? What are United's chances of completing the top 4 without Jodan Sancho? How do you see United without Jodan Sancho? That's what I want to hear from you guys. 16 people watching in. Please smash a like to show me some love. Those who are watching, 16 people watching in, can I get some likes, please? I really want to see people liking my video. I really want to see people liking my video as we take on this story to a level at which I'm calling you upon to see your live chat messages on how United's future is without Jodan Sancho coming in. How do you see our right wing at United? How do you see our right wing at Manchester United? Because the Jodan Sancho deal has failed and he's not a red devil, guys. This is something really it does not sound okay for us. I don't know how it sounds for you, but for my case, I'm really disappointed in Ed Woodward because we are really let down by the board again, as they've always done this and they've continued to take us for granted. And there you go, United fails to bring in Jodan Sancho as a United priority signing, which is really sad. Glazers should know that United, we have spent 7 seasons without winning a Premier League ever since Alex Ferguson left. This is unheard of. We were used to winning and we are no longer winners. This is where I come in and tell you that this board is a joke. They are really a joke. A manager gives you a list of players he wants and then you really rein his season because he knew that when I get a centre back, a left back, a midfielder and a right winger, I think United will be in better position to really compete and close the gap between United and Liverpool. But right, we are into the season and guess what? United has played 3 games, won 1, lost 2. Liverpool has played 4 games, lost 1, it has won 3. So as it stands, Liverpool is 6 points clear ahead of Manchester United. But United has a game in hand, but you cannot count it. You'll only count that game with that mentality that we really beat United and can't we beat them again. So, and our first game, and that game was supposed to be at their stadium at Burnley. So you cannot count that game a done and dusted game. That's why I tell you that you don't count those 3 points. You will only count them when that game is done. You know how those match in hands really become a really hardship for any club. It's like a do or die sometimes. It comes in when you guys are tired, when other players are thinking of other games and they just fix it anywhere. If at all United gets out of the FA Cup, or they find ways to fix that game into the middle of the week. So it really comes in and it disorganizes the team. That's why those games in hands, I don't really count on them. It's like we've lost that game until we play it and add the 3 points on it. That's when I'll say that United has really gathered some points from this game. But as we speak now, you cannot count ourselves having 6 points this season, because we've played 3 games, lost 1, lost 2, and won 1. It's not quite a good start for Manchester United, and this good start and this bad start made us think that Manchester United really will go into for their priority signing, and that is Jodan Sancho. But United never really went in for the signing because it thought bringing in Pelestri and Ahmad Traore will be a better signing. Those are signings for the future, but I don't know you guys what you're thinking. Jodan Sancho is not a Manchester United player, and it's really alarming and sad. For those who think it's okay for Sancho not to come in, we are losing a lot, because the manager told the board that, guys, go in and sell a player known as Daniel James to Leeds. After selling him to Leeds, get the £25 million, add that money to the £80 million we have, and bring in Jodan Sancho. But the board said no, it will look bad into the image. Buying a player after spending 1 season at Manchester United, then we just let him off and sell him, it will be a bad picture, or it will paint a bad image to the public, and many questions will come in that how do you go for such a player? But this is in realistic form. You bought him £80 million, sell him 25. You will tell the people, because he is young and he would have been at Manchester United. But the reason is we have brought in a player or a better player than him, and you won't need to explain to people on how Jodan Sancho is better than Daniel James. That's self-explanatory. So Manchester United has really ruined itself in a level of Champions League, the group of Champions League where we are. I know we are going through that league, that group, but it's really going to be a very hard one to go through and to break the icing, to break the ice and the water comes out. So United is really in a tough situation, because if at all he had Jodan Sancho at Manchester United, things would have been different. Taking on a team like PSG and RB Leipzig, those are our title, those are our competitors, real competitors. So United needs really to go into the first game with PSG, and they should go to PSG and play not to lose. But if at all had Jodan Sancho, would have gone there very sure that maybe some magic is going to happen, because that means we've added on our creativity and goals. If at all I have Bruno Fernandes, Jodan Sancho, Anton Martial, Marcus Rashford, those front 4 can really cause havoc to the defense of PSG. Remember, one of their strongest pillars in defense is out, and that is Thiago Silva, who went to Chelsea. So United really had a chance to go in and cause problems to that defense. But let's wait and see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to assemble his team in the game against Newcastle without Jodan Sancho. If at all it doesn't go well, they are going to ask him a question that, why is Jodan Sancho not a Manchester United player? And I think that is the first question in the pre-match conference of Newcastle that we'll make on the 16th of this month. That's the first question they are going to align to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that why is Jodan Sancho not a player of Manchester United? What went wrong? Yet we all know that he was your priority. But you know, Ole will say that I don't talk about players of other teams because they are not Manchester United players. I only talk about Manchester United players. And if at all United was playing Borussia Dortmund, where Jodan Sancho was, then I would have commented about him. But I don't comment about him because he's not my player. That's always his reply. The board letting him down, really. I know he's back home scratching his head on what next for Manchester United, what plans is he having. So I think lots of things are really running in his head. So what do you think is running into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's head? 16 people watching him, thank you. Smash a like on this video. Please like this video. Show me some love, guys. show me some love in this video, like this video, and you tell me what you think is running into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's head after knowing that United can no longer bring in Jodan Sancho. What do you think is running into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's head after knowing that United can't bring in Jodan Sancho? Guys, we are 12 watching in. Smash a like on this video. Really smash a like and tell me where you're watching in from. I really want to know in which country are you watching United States television from. Let's know where you guys are. In which country are you watching in? I want to know where you are watching in, guys. Let me know, because it's really important to know where the love is coming from for United Social Television. Can you guys let me know? Let me know where you are watching in from. You are watching in from. Let me know. Let me know where you're watching in from, guys. United signing 4 players on the D-Day. That is Alex Telles, Amad Traore, Edson Cavani, and Facundo Pellistri from Uruguay. 2 Uruguayan signings coming in at Manchester United, and let's wait and see what the season is going to be, because we've all been shocked by Jodan Sancho not coming at Manchester United, because news kept on saying that United are really confident they are going to make in that bid, and when that bid was not made, that meant the deal was not going to happen. So tell me where you're watching in from, which country are you watching in from, and tell me what you think of the future of Manchester United without a player known as Jodan Sancho. DJ Fem, Sierra Leone, thank you. Sierra Leone, I know you guys, you a good footballing team. Your national team really is good. I like the way they pass the ball, and you guys are amazing. DJ Fem, thank you for watching in. Thank you really for watching in. DJ Fem, what's the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? You can give me your view and what you're thinking. That's the question that I'm really posing to you guys. What's the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? And do you see Manchester United going in for Jodan Sancho again next season or in January? This scenario happened on the man known as Bruno Fernandes. Remember, Bruno Fernandes was on the list of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the summer of 2019, and guess what happened? They failed to agree on the amount of money that Sporting Lisbon wanted. So that transfer, the summer window ended, and we never had Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. And guess what happened? In the January transfer window, United went back for Bruno Fernandes, and they really sold him to Manchester United. Close to 62 or 65 million pounds were spent on him, but initial deposit was 45 million pounds, and add-ons really, and they've really started paying the add-ons of Bruno Fernandes. Close to 6 million pounds have so far been paid to Sporting Lisbon, and I think more is yet to come for Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United to Sporting Lisbon, because he's really a wonderful and skilled player that everyone would love. Isaiah Streck says, oh, we need Sancho, bro, but he is not a Manchester United player. The window has been closed. He has not made it to Manchester United. So that's what I can assure you, that he is not a United player, and that's why I'm posing a question to you, that where do you see Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? That's the big question that I'm posing to you guys. Where do you see United without Jodan Sancho? That's why I want to see your comments here, and I'm going to respond to them as soon as possible. So, Mr. Isaiah Streck, thank you for watching in. You say, oh, we need Jodan Sancho. Yes, we really needed the signing of Jodan Sancho. But the problem is, United failed to put in a bid that is convincing to Borussia Dortmund, and that is 108 million pounds. After United failing to do that, everything stalled and the deal vanished out of negotiation. And another problem is the man Mike Zorc one of the top directors of Borussia Dortmund, came out and said that any person who wants Jodan Sancho should pay for him before 10th August, really. And United did not really meet the deadline date that Borussia Dortmund had put. So Borussia Dortmund said after 10th August, and they really did a press conference on 10th August because they had gone into their pre-season training. I think they were in Australia there, and they came out and said that we have not received any bid for Jodan Sancho, and so we are not selling this player. United came out and said that those are the games of Borussia Dortmund. We will go in and get in the money anytime and we'll get the player. And today is the deadline day. And guess what has happened? Jodan Sancho has not come to Manchester United. Only two young wingers who are 2 years younger than Jodan Sancho, and they are not proved on the European market or top leagues, any of the top leagues, have been signed by Manchester United. One known as Ahmad Traore, who is not even coming at Manchester United because he has problems with the work permit, and the rest of the staff, he's not coming. He's coming in January because of the work permit, passport stuff, and visas. That's another problem to United. That's the first winger I've signed, and he's not coming to Manchester United come January. So another one that has been signed is Pelestri Fauchondo from Uruguay. 18 years old, very enticing young winger who plays on both flanks, the right wing and left wing. So we wait to see him at Old Trafford. He's going to come in, and I think he will do some nice work, but they are not proved as Jodan Sancho. So United has went into for the future other than the instant fix of bringing in Jodan Sancho. And Jodan Sancho is also a future because he's 20 years younger. He's 20 years young, and he has close to 10 seasons to play for Manchester United. So these are things that are really not working out for us right at United. So Gillian Jata says, he puts in an emoji, and guys, sometimes I feel like not laughing, but I have to laugh. United can really gives you stress on the way they conduct their deals, and then later you really come on and just keep quiet and just bob your head and ask yourself, you scratch your head and ask yourself why this is not happening the way we want it to happen, because no one lie to you that United doesn't have the money. No, this is all about these people saving dividends. And that transfer record that I've always told you, that whenever United is not in the Champions League, United spends a lot of money, and whenever they are out of the Champions League, they spend half of the money they spent while they're in the Champions League. So I can get statistics here. As you guys come in and tell me, what do you think United is going to look like without Jodan Sancho? How is United looking without Jodan Sancho? How is United looking without Jodan Sancho? To bring you up to speed, like the previous season, remember United went in for a player known as Daniel James, 18 million pounds, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 50 million pounds, that is 68 million pounds, bring in Harry Maguire, close to 80 million pounds. That was close to 150 million pounds. Bring in a player known as Bruno Fernandes, 60 million pounds. That is close to 200 million pounds. And this time around, United has spent close to 80 or 73 million pounds. And you see, that's what United spends. It spends half of what it spent while it's out of the Champions League. So that's Manchester United for you, spending half the money it spends while they are not in the Champions League. Gillian Jetta says, why Sancho didn't come to United? Emoji of tears. Reason is simple. United failed to pay the money that that Borussia Dortmund wanted from the lad. That's the simple reason. That's why he never came to Manchester United. And we are here. It's like we are mourning. Even when I started this video, I really called for a moment of silence because it's really well deserved. Our manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has not been backed to the level he's supposed to be backed. The board has really disappointed us again, plus the manager. And the manager has to dance to the tunes of the board. I can give you the likes of Arsenal. Arsenal brought in a football director, and the football director really knows that I really need to give the coach what he wants. And the football director knows the direction of the team. And guys who are watching in here, if at all I ask you the direction of Manchester United, who of you can really tell me the direction of Manchester United? Are we a building team, that we are building a team for the future, or we are a team that is doing an instant fix to win something? United, remember that season when Van Gaal was here, was at United. They brought in Falcao, they brought in Di Maria, Bastian Schweinsteiger, and Herrera. Remember, there was the likes of Juan Mata and very many other interesting players at Manchester United. And because it was a quick fix, the best who would win was an FA Cup. You get? We secured the Champions League position. We secured the Champions League. We got the money in because each and every time we're into the Champions League, Adidas gets us close to 75 million pounds. And when United is out of the Champions League, I think they get close to 40 million pounds. And the more seasons they spend without not being the Champions League, according to the contract, they might not even get the money because Adidas sponsors Manchester United and gets most of its money when they are playing the Champions League. So you see why United really spends a lot of money when it's not in the Champions League. But to me, I think the easiest way to bring in players is when you're in the Champions League. I think that's the easiest way to bring in these players because they all want to come, because every good player wants to be playing in the Champions League. But let's wait and see these quick fixes. And I posed you a question: what is the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? You guys, you're amazing, you are watching in. So that's the question I'm posing to you as you smash a like on this video. What's the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? What do you think is the future of United? What do you think is the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho? That's my question that I'm posing to you guys, and I really want to see you come in and comment. Alright, that was just a break, and I was playing That's the Bumper to let you know and organize yourself such that you really get me what you think about the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho. That's the big question that I posed you out all here, to tell me what you think about the future of Manchester United without Jodan Sancho. There is a tweet that I've really gotten from a guy called Simon Stone, and I really want to bring it up to you here, and I read it to you. People have started analyzing Manchester United. They've really started, and I think they've started gauging United according to the signings they've made without Jodan Sancho, because people thought United really needed a centre back. They thought United really needed a forward. By the way, most of the journalists and football pundits in the world recommended United to get two players, a centre back and a number 9, claiming that Martial is not a number 9. But I think some people really do learn on the job, and Anton Martial has done that a lot. Learning on the job, one of the best people that has learned on the job is Anton Martial. Skilled player, and I think the previous season he really put in some number of goals, but this season has started on the bad, not banging in any goal in the first 3 games of Manchester United, but he had an assist of a penalty in the game that we were wiped 6-0. So let me bring you what Simon Stones says. And before I tell you what he has tweeted. Who is Simon Stones? Simon Stones is a football reporter for BBC Sport. He is a football reporter for BBC Sport, and especially he's a correspondent of Manchester United to BBC. He tells he is mostly into United stuff, but he works for BBC, but a correspondent for BBC on Manchester United. So he has come out and tweeted, and he says, "I be thinking Man United have had a good deadline day because they look stronger now than they did this morning, but big questions about the window as a whole. 7 matches between international breaks, including PSG, RB Leipzig, Chelsea, Arsenal, plus Everton. No more after that." Read that tweet very well. It's really meaningful. It's praising United for bringing in 4 signings at the end of the season or at the end of the deadline transfer window. But what does it come up with? It's a big question. Giving you a lineup of matches that United is playing next. That is PSG. They are first playing Newcastle. They go to France. They host RB Leipzig, they host Chelsea, and they host Arsenal and Everton. I think that's going to be the Carabao semi-final or quarter-final. So Simon Stones poses a very big question that no more after that. So after playing these games, that's when we are going to judge Manchester United. And these are the games that are going to determine the future of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United. If he will be at Manchester United by Christmas, or after Christmas, Ole will be out. For my case, I don't want Ole to be out because he is assembling these players in a way that I really feel and like. But other people out there might really have a different thinking altogether. But Simon Stones has really posted something, and that is a big question that really needs to be answered. About Jodan Sancho, it really needs to be answered. It's a big question. It's a big question. It's a big question. I'm reading someone else here saying, I don't care what anyone says, signing 4 players on deadline day is a sign of something seriously wrong. He's called the Man United way. And that's another question I pose to you, that do you think Manchester United signing close to 5 players or 4 players on the end of the D-Day, something wrong or something right? Is it a fix or a plan that went wrong or a plan that went right? So there are very many questions I'm posing to you guys and you're not responding, because I really want to have a very nice conversation with you here at United Studio Television. DJ Fem came in and told me something. Isaiah Street came in and told me something. Gillen Gator came in and told me something really. But I really posing something that, do you think Manchester United signing 4 players, is it something good or something bad? DJ FM says this is very difficult to be answered. But I think each and everything has got an answer, provided you give it something, you give it a better explanation. For my case, it's good, but not the best. It's good, but not the best. It's good in a way that United has improved its bench. Trust me if I told you have Edson Cavani on bench. You have now Dan Van Beek. You have Pelestri, although we've not known how he's playing. You have Alex Telles. All those players that I'm giving you, even if United is a goal down, they can really give an impact. Now, let me give you an example. Like United lost to Sevilla. Let's rewind. If United was the day United was playing Sevilla into the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League, and United lost 2-1. Remember, It took Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 20 minutes. We are 20 minutes down, and he made his first substitute in the 87th minute because his bench wasn't good enough. So, I'm just insinuating, if at all you had Alex Telles on bench, but by that time even Alex Telles would have been a starter because Brandon Williams is not a left back, because Luke Shaw was injured. That means already Alex Telles would be in our defense, and that's the left back. He would and he has very many options to bring to the team: goals, assists, nice crosses, his confidence. So we really need a player to start the ball with that does not fidget, and that is Alex Telles. So in the game of Sevilla, Alex Telles would have started, and you never know, he would have brought in a very beautiful cross, or we got some good free kicks on the edge of the 18 yards area box, and you never know, he would have taken them in, one of them in. He would have brought in a nice cross or a nice corner or a nice long ball, even a nice shot from the left side of the field, and it would have gone into the net. Then look, get in, because Marcus Rashford had really a bad game. It was easy for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get Edson Cavani in for Marcus Rashford. Antoine Martial would have shifted to the left wing, and Edson Cavani would have led the line. And you know what Edson Cavani means? Him coming in already is a threat to the defenders of Sevilla. His abilities, he's a good header of the ball, he can shoot, he can control. So you see the differences we have. If Mason Greenwood, because he was tired, getting Pelestri in, because remember by that time we had a right to make 5 substitutes. Paul Pogba not playing well, bring in Danny Van Beek. You get? So you see a very big difference on the bench. And the other thing, that is the good. But why I'm telling that that's not the best is because we've not gotten the priority of our signing, the priority of our transfer signing, and that is Jodan Sancho. This is really bad and hard. Jodan Sancho would have been here. That's why I say it's not the best. It's good, but not the best. If Jodan Sancho was into Manchester United by now, it would have been the best, because we knew that we had one of the proven talents in the world, but the ones that we've brought in are not proven. We are just going to test them to see whether they fit into the squad of Manchester United. And I don't rule out that they can really become those big players in the world. Just Sadud, how are you? AJ Sadud, how are you? You sound like AJ Styles of WWE. But AJ Sadud says, party to Arsenal thoughts. I think he's a nice player, and I think he's going to help them out. And one thing that I don't want to talk a lot about Arsenal because this is a United channel, but there are certain things that we really do borrow out. And I thank you very much, AJ Sadud, because I really relate this to a situation in Manchester United. That shows you the direction of Arsenal, where Arsenal is heading, and the direction where United is heading. At Manchester United, it's not the coach that brings in players. Even if he submits in his list of players that he wants, they are not given to him. But at Arsenal, the coach in the names of Arteta, because they have a footballing director, they do get the coach, the players they want. After failing to get they went ahead to Atletico Madrid and triggered the £45 million clause and brought in that player in the names of the Thomas Partey. That shows you how the board at Arsenal is more football-minded and oriented than the board at Manchester United. The board at Manchester United is more money-oriented than anything else. They are looking up for the money. They are not in for the football reasons. That's why Eduardo thinks he has a footballing brain to run Manchester United, yet he doesn't have one. That's why for the last 7 seasons, ever since Alex Ferguson left, United has not won a Premier League or a Champions League. If at all he had employed a footballing director to come up and give him a strict direction for Manchester United, us having spent close to £800 million ever since Alex Ferguson left, it's really a lot of money. We would have already won a trophy at Manchester United. The players we brought in, the money we pay them, trust me, United is one of the the clubs that really pays handsome wages to its players. You get? An example to that is that, can you believe that Dean Anderson is our deputy or second choice goalkeeper who deputizes David De Gea, earns close to £120, £120,000 a week? I think he is the most paid deputy or second choice goalkeeper or bench goalkeeper in the world. So that shows you how United is and how they really pay handsome salaries to their players. I think AJ Sadoud, I think I've replied to you about that party to Arsenal thoughts. It's a nice sighting for Arsenal, and it's really a big lesson for Manchester United to learn that when you bring in a football director like Arsenal did and brought in Edu, things really change. Arsenal has made close to 6 signings this season that they had never made before. DJ Fem says, what about us? Dembele. So Dembele wanted a permanent move to Manchester United. He never wanted a loan, and even Barcelona really never wanted to sell Dembele or to give United Dembele on loan. They wanted Manchester United to pay close to 50 or 70 million pounds for Dembele to take him on a permanent deal. But as you know, a player of Dembele, taking him is the biggest risk in the world. The guy has got glass legs. Dembulance. You remember when he was so much into the news, the Manchester United changed his name from Dembele to Dembulance, meaning each and every time he steps on the field, you expect him to get an injury and they will carry him away from the ambulance. So Dembele, I'm happy that he's not a Manchester United player. I'd rather go in with these other players that have been brought in, because you may never know that we might have signed the next Ballon d'Or winner in the world. Like Ronaldo came in and Roy Keane listed the young players, Wayne Rooney and Ronaldo, but after some 3-4 years, he ate his words when these players led United to a glorious victory of winning a Champions League, Premier Leagues 3 times in a row. You remember that United, they almost won 7 Premier League trophies the years they were together. So I'm not ruling out these players, but Dembele, I was happy for him not to come at Manchester United because he is an injury-prone player with glass legs. Dembulance not coming at Manchester United is really something that I enjoyed, and even though Jodan Sancho didn't come, I would have got hurt a lot if at all Dembele came in, because last season he played only 3 or 5 games out of the 38 La Liga games of Barcelona, not because he was not in the picking order of the coach, but because he was injured. In the last 18 months, Dembele has only played, are they 18 games? Are they 18 or 3 or 5? In the last 18 months, Dembele has only played 5 games. So there is no way United could bring in such a player on as Dembele. I really like him. He's a skilled player, one of the best talents that we saw coming from Marseille to go to Borussia Dortmund, and he was bought from Borussia Dortmund as a replacement of Neymar in Barcelona at £135 million, but he really flopped because of the injuries. Dembele to Manchester United, I'm happy it didn't happen. Although I'm sad that Jodan Sancho never came in, but I'm also happy that Dembele to Manchester United did not happen, because Dembulance would have been a problem at Manchester United. Let these youngsters come in, let them be given a chance. I know one of the 2 players, that is Amad Traore and Pelestri, will come in and do wonders at Manchester United. And they are coming in, I think, really puts a ceiling to the joining for Jodan Sancho to join Manchester United. I don't see Jodan Sancho joining Manchester United any day from today. That means he will join either Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, because he wants to be playing in the Premier League, because he wants to feel home again. But He has been denied a chance by Manchester United to come by not paying the money that United wanted. However much he put up a strike of not playing 2 games for Borussia Dortmund, one that they lost to Bayern Munich in the German Super Cup, and the one that they won on the weekend against Duisburg. He was not even in the squad. United couldn't read the mind of Jodan Sancho. However much Solskjaer told them that please sell my Daniel James to Leeds, get the money, add it on, and bring in Jodan Sancho. These things were not happening. So Jodan Sancho, not a Manchester United player. 2 players bought that play in his role, that is Amad Traore from Atalanta, who is going to be Atalanta until next year in January. That's when he's going to come at Manchester United. And Pelestri from Uruguay, an enticing young player. So that's it for now, guys. I'm signing out for now. I might come up with another live of Pelestri joining Manchester United, another Uruguayan joining Manchester United. Thank you, DJ Fem. Thank you, Isaiah Streck. Thank you, Gillen Jata. Thank you, AJ Sadud, for all what you have done on this live. Guys, I'm out. I'm Rokan for United Social Television. And guys, I'm saying bye-bye, and I'll see you in my next video. I don't know whether I'm coming back with another video, but I think I might show up anytime, an hour's time from now. Thank you, guys. I'm out. See you later. But Jodan Sancho is not a Manchester United player. Our board has let us down again. Bye-bye. I'm going to have a bad night because of what has happened today. Edward Ward at the board and the Glazers, you've done us bad again. Back our manager with what he deserves. I'm out. Rokan for United Social. Subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. Thank you for all those that were watching in.